Shalom and hello. I'm Jay Rivka Asulin, founder and executive director of Ancient Roots Israel, also known as Wise Woman Fertility. I've put the links in the WhatsApp group a bit earlier on, I think yesterday. So welcome to our daily plant walk. Let's have a look at some aromatic herbs for tea making. So I'm back out in my wild weed garden, which is what I'm showing you right now. It's just when my yard is unkempt and a mess and a total disaster. And that's where we find the wild weeds. So the first wild weed I want to show you today isn't so wild, but you actually do find this wild. This is planted right here. It was actually a gift from Adrian Rivka. Oh, look, a wild cat, not for medicinal use. We're going to have a look at this sage. So sage, I don't think the sages have so many great lookalikes. I want to show you a leaf, some of these leaves up close. They almost look like a silvery, they have some silvery white hairs. These ones may be a bit short on water at the moment. Sometimes they're very wide and open and spread out and soft and leathery feeling. Let's get a look at the underside of these leaves. This is a common garden sage. So here's the back side of that leaf. It's very distinctive, very easy to spot when you see it. And if you rub the leaf and give it a smell, we'll do that smell-o-vision again. It just has this sage aroma. For all of you who attended Ancient Roots, Adrian Rivka gave you a bundle of herbs. Sage was one of the herbs included in there. Some had more sage than others. They are known antiviral, antibacterial, antimicrobial. Are great for lung health, which may become relevant for many of us. Between 60 and 80% of the population that's estimated to get COVID-19. You may find them growing with another, here we'll look at this other wild aromatic plant, rosemary, which many of you may know. I just want to get some of these flowers for you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Some people think that this plant looks like lavender at a distance. Kids will often mistake this for lavender at a distance, and then we go up and we really have a good look at the lavender flowers and see that it's has very different flowers. So let's get some more of the flower for you to look at that. Some irregular flowers right there. The leaves are, let me get a good sample here. We'll pick a little. These herb leaves love being pruned. Let's see if I can get a good close-up. Okay, so they are kind of, again, that white bottoms underneath, very textured, and the very shiny, let me get a good, hang on, there we go, some shiny green textured leaves. Of course, they have a distinctive rosemary smell. You see the blooms, they may look something like that at the top or something like what you see here. This is a bush. Half of this bush is dead. So if you see these brambly looking for the live part, you can see it. Just everything's kind of dead. I mean, it's hard to tell here, but everything's kind of dead. And then there's just, this one branch that kind of branched off and is seeking the sun right here. I'm going to go ahead and show you some lavender that actually grows in my neighbor's yard, but comes over into my fence, just so you can see the difference close up between lavender and rosemary. And I'll leave another audio note about rosemary while I'm walking down the stairs. So here's that rosemary in my hand, and now here is a lavender plant. Take a look at the flowers of lavender. Okay, they're these kind of long things sticking out of the top, unlike the rosemary. These right here can be gathered, put into a container, pour some oil over them, Let it sit for 6 to 8 weeks. You're going to have some lavender oil, which is great for burns, or massage oil. Hang on. Okay, so here's the flower closer up. All right. The flowers can be used in a tea. You can make a tea out of flowers. You can make a tea out of the leaves. Let's have a look at these leaves up close. I'm going to pick some. I hope my neighbor doesn't mind. So here's the leaves side by side. We've got lavender, different kind of texture. Look at that. There's the underside and the top side. Okay, right next to the rosemary, which is underside white. It's with these shiny, waxy, leathery green. Very different. Two very different plants. Sorry about that sticking there. I only have one hand. Okay, so rosemary. Again, wild weeds. We're now in the backyard, and geez, there's so many plants I want to tell you all about. But boom, look at that artemisia right now, right there. The artemisias are known for being excellent herbs for women in perimenopause or menopause. They have this kind of feathery, almost like a white kind of feathery look. You see that you can buy it in the stores here, but you don't need to, because artemisia, this artemisia, also known as Sheba, okay, I was saying also known as Sheba, grows wild. Here you find it everywhere. Keep your eyes peeled. I just want to open up a leaf if I can get a good shot of it. Hang on, sweetie pie. So because I'm failing to hold it open and keep my phone on, let me see here. Can you see that? Okay, let's have a look. All right, so we've got the stem. I'm going to try and get really close up. Turn the stem for you. Okay, there's a lot of this feathery looking plant, types of plants, around Israel. A lot of times from afar I'll be like, look, there's artemisia. We'll know another artemisia, I think it's vulgaris, which is called mugwort, because that's what people drink. Mug, meaning your mug, your cup. Wort, meaning herb, plant. Okay, so here you go. Here's the leaves up close. I mean, look at that. These interesting, irregular shapes coming off the leaves. I just want to isolate one of these. I need to put one in bidud. There we go. Okay. Okay. As soon as my camera decides to focus, there you go. So I took just one leaf, which you can see is just lobed and split into all these, deep, what's the word I'm looking for? Clefts. I don't remember. I'm losing my English with no Hebrew to make up for it. But there you go. It's soft and feathery feeling. But again, smell-o-vision. I'm smelling it right now. It's got this very interesting scent. It's considered a bitter. All the artemisias are bitters. So here is the stem, the trunk of this artemisia plant. Besides, you can see shrub, I guess. Try to get a close up here of the bark. It's woody for sure. This one looks like it's got some kind of an infection or something on it, but okay.